Today is our last day as a family of 4 because tomorrow morning, a pen full of piggies. Getting pigs today.
You guys getting some new piggies today? You guys gonna see some new piggies? Huh?
We are on our way to New Hampshire to pick up our 4 Idaho Pasture piglets. If you're unfamiliar with the breed, the Idaho Pasture pig consists of the Kuni Kuni, Berkshire, and Duroc breed.
We chose this breed because they're docile, they have great meat quality, and they're great for a small homestead.
We recently just moved into a home on 7 acres, but 6.5 acres currently are all woods.
So our goal is to use the pigs to underclear the brush and get it ready for pasture.
We are both completely brand new to raising livestock, hopefully get some tips and tricks along the way. So we just wanted to document this journey and share our experience with you.
Take it real soon. You know we got what you need, baby. So take it, move along. I said we got what you need, honey. Come and groove along. Come on. Rolling on the highway, ease up.
First one in.
Move along. Come on. Said babe. I said babe. Oh honey. Come and move along. You gotta feel it. Yeah, you gotta move along. You gotta feel it.
It's when you grab them by the side, that's when they squeal. So now I know.
I'm on the side now, Aaron. Don't do the camera. Oh, Piggy. Oh.
Okay.
That's on now. We got 8.7 filters. 8.8. Alright, the fence is hot, so do not touch the fence. Alright. So what we gotta do is we're gonna leave the net on the entire time that they're in here, just to help protect them from predators as well as so they don't get out. But when a piglet first gets zapped, its first instinct will be to run forward. So we have the hog panels here to prevent them from running forward, and that'll train them to turn around. But within a few days we should be able to take these hog panels down, and they'll have the rest of the electric fence area to roam around in. And then in 2 weeks after that, we're going to move them to their next section, and then just keep moving them around all the woods to have them rooted all up and get it ready for pasture.
So they're already eating.
Oh yeah. They'll definitely start rooting around.
There's
water. They got some hay for now. We'll give them their dinner at like 5 or 6 tonight, probably around 5. So our goal right now is just to get used to essentially raising livestock, used to having them around, used to their size, used to taking care of them, because we want to provide them with the best possible life before, you know, they give their life for us. So the ultimate goal is to have these 4 feeders. They're all castrated males, and then after that, depending on how that journey goes, we're looking to get a breeding pair, and then possibly start raising our own, and possibly sell to family and friends and take it from there. But their primary objective now is to work the land, you know, and we just keep moving them, and that's what they're here for at the moment. So it's called rotational grazing. So what they're doing right now is tilling up the soil. They're looking for bugs, insects, seeds, really whatever they find under the soil that they enjoy eating. But what will happen is one day prior to us moving them, I'll come in here with some pasture seed and seed the entire area, and then have them stomp that in. Then the following day, we'll set up a new electric fence around the area, move them to that. They'll stay in there for another couple weeks, depending on the weather. Everything is give or take. But typically when it's drier, from what I've heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've heard is if it's drier, they can stay a little longer than if it's wetter and rainier, because they do cause more impact to the ground. You don't want them to cause too much impact to the ground. You want them to, there's a sweet spot that we're obviously going to have to learn and figure out, but once we find that sweet spot, you know, we can dial it in a little bit more and give them either more space, more time, less time. So it's all going to be a big learning curve for us, and I'm excited to see how it goes. I mean, I'm already loving seeing them in there just doing what they're doing. None of them have tested the fence yet. They're all staying pretty far away from us. So but yeah, we have their hut set up. It's a 4x8 old electrical panel hut. I cut out a hole in the front of it, loaded it up with a bale of hay for them, keep them warm in the winter, and that will be getting moved with them during the winter time, but come summertime they might just use the trees as cover and shade. Like Deanna had mentioned, we're first time livestock owners, first time ever owning pigs or anything even remotely close to that. So being in New England, it does get cold in the winter, so we're gonna need, you know, any ideas. Right now we're using these rubber buckets to give them water, and then from what I've seen online, you know, we just come out here and flip it over, knock out the ice, and we fill it with water every day. But if anybody has any good ideas or solutions to bring in a 55-gallon barrel or anything like that in here with a watering system that won't freeze, I'm definitely open to all suggestions. Plenty to find in here and walk around. Oh, one got zapped. That was the first one.
That was good though, They turned right around.
Yeah, they'll learn real quick to stay away from that one. I think we're gonna name them. We have 4 names picked out.
Yep.
So I think the biggest one should be called Kevin.
Really? Not Ham?
You want him Ham?
Kinda.
Alright, so the biggest one's gonna be Ham.
Yes.
And then the other tan, white, and black one will be Kevin.
No.
Okay, which one do you want him to be?
Kevin is last. First
Kevin is last? Okay,
yes.
Sorry.
I would say the one all the way to the left is going to be Chop.
Chop. We'll call him Chop, yep.
The other white one all the way to the right is going to be... Have we decided?
You want to call him Kevin?
No.
Roast, I thought was what we were going with. Yeah. Or stew. No, it was supposed to be stew.
Alright. So that other one is going to be Stew. And then the smaller tan and white and black one is going to be Kevin. We're going to go get our dogs so that they can meet their new brothers?
Deanna is on her way currently to go get the dogs so they can meet the pigs for the first time. We have no idea how this is going to turn out. The dogs are probably going to get zapped, but we'll see how it goes. Hey, Bobo. He comes out like a wrecking ball.
Look at that pig looking like, what is that?
Yeah. Oh, they just caught him. Yeah. What are those guys? Are those pigs?
Close to me. Left.
Those pigs?
What is that, bees?
Nope. That was it. You won't touch that fence again.
Nope. It's okay.
Come here,
You're
Bobo.
fine. You're fine.
You're good. Yeah, you got a good zap on that one. You won't touch that fence anymore.
He wasn't as bad as I thought he'd be.
No. He's so curious, but now he's keeping his distance from the fence. Smart dog.
Bo, why are you
We're gonna spend some time in there, so you don't want to only come out to be with them when they're eating or just to bring them food, because then they just picture you as the person that brings me food. But if you were to come out and spend time with them, sit in there with them for a little while without food, like maybe in the middle of the day or in the evening, then they'll start getting used to you as just a person to be around and not just necessarily food. So we're definitely going to have to spend some time, you know, give them food, go in there, pet them while they're eating. Just get used to us being around them and handling them and having them trust us to follow us to the next paddock. So that way it goes a lot easier.
Yeah, so that way we don't have to
seen.
pick them up. That, you know, they just kind of follow us to their next little section.
So I want to thank you guys for joining us on our first day of getting livestock. We went all the way up to New Hampshire from Rhode Island to pick them up. So if you liked the video, don't forget to like it and subscribe, and stay tuned for more Boots and Roots.